I met you when you invited me, Satish, to give the Schumacher lecture.
That's right.
At Bristol.
That's right.
Around 1991.
That's right.
Like that.
Yeah, that's right. What happened, Vandana had written and published her first book called Staying Alive. And that book was so wonderful. I read it, and then we got somebody to interview Vandana for the magazine, Resurgence, at that time. And then I thought, reading this book, Vandana will be a perfect speaker to give Schumacher lecture in Bristol. So I invited Vandana. And then soon after that, we were starting Schumacher College. So I said, Vandana, will you come and teach there? So in early 90s, Vandana came and taught there. And ever since, Vandana has been coming on a regular basis to teach at Schumacher College.
But the nature of courses changes. The first course was on quantum theory with David Bohm, one of the top quantum theorists of the world. He became ill, so I had to do most of the teaching that time. And there have been courses on agriculture, development, new economy, non-reductionist science.
Yes.
Because the college offers courses according to what really is the need of the time.
Yeah. Variety of courses.
It's like diversity, like we celebrate diversity in seed.
Okay.
This is
diversity of ideas.
Yeah.
And in fact, what you're doing at Navdanya with your college there, it's along similar lines.
Actually, I like to tell people that I've been bullied to start that because, I felt my hands were full.
Right.
And Satish said, you must start something like Schumacher.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then he's visiting us.
Yeah.
And he's already planned it. He says, this is where the dorm should be, and this is where the dining hall should be. And what courses do we offer? I'll announce it in Resurgence. And before I know it, the courses are being announced, and I have to run and start building so that we can have enough space to host people. And I call Satish my gentle, loving, bully brother. So at one level, the Earth University has very strong inspirational links with Schumacher because of Satish.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Satish, of course, comes every year to teach the course on Gandhi and globalization in India, like I come to teach at Schumacher.
And the thing is that Navdanya Farm is so beautiful place with such a biodiverse cultural and agricultural place. And there, adding the educational dimension where people can also learn about the philosophy behind organic agriculture and philosophy and economics and politics and culture and spirituality of saving the seed and protecting the seed. So it kind of makes it broader and bigger. Before Bija University, it was more a practice, and now practice and philosophy together.
And the beauty of it is, because grown very organically, that we get children from schools who for the first time realize groundnut doesn't come from the trees. It grows in the ground, who first time see the food they eat, what the wheat looks like as a plant and the rice. We get a continuous flow of farmers and peasants who come in to learn. And then we have these international courses that we offer jointly, and those are packed with people from across the world. So every level, different ages, different backgrounds, some local, some global, and it's become a very, very rich complement to the practice. And our course on A to Z of organic farming, where we cover living seed, living soil, living food, because the dominant culture is creating dead seed, dead soil, dead food. We've got to bring life back, which is what permaculture is about, which is what biodiversity is about, which is what good farming and good cultivation should all be about.
Actually, Navdanya Farm is a beautiful example of permaculture in practice. There may not be a name there, permaculture as such, but what they practice is real permaculture. It's a permanent agriculture, everlasting. And so it's a wonderful place. It's a passion. It's also a vocation. For me, to the last of my breath, I want to serve the earth and serve humanity. So it's my offering. So what drives me is the spirit of service, spirit of feeling that I am child of the earth. I have received so much from this earth, my food, my body, my imagination, my creativity, my culture, my philosophy, everything I have learned from humanity and from the earth. And therefore, it is my responsibility to something give back, return back to the earth. So this is my service to the earth and humanity. I have no other reason or no other aim, and so to the last of my breath I will keep serving the earth.
At one level, it's very much the same. For me, when I gave up an academic career and I gave up my work that I would have done for a lifetime, working on physics, philosophy of science, I did it because I realized that, you know, you're given a life and you're given a limited brain, and you can either use it for your own satisfaction personally, or you can use it for service. And I realized that serving has far more impact. I mean, I could have done quantum theory all my life and have been stimulated till the last day, but it would just have been me. And I just felt it was a bit too selfish to spend life that way. But besides the spirit of service, there are definitely two other moving things. A deep love for both the earth and people.
Yeah.
And second, for me, a deep outrage at the violence against the earth and the violence against people.
Yes.
And that for me is, you know, to take that love and take that outrage and convert it into a new energy for developing that which you love and that which you want to serve. And you know, for me, it's not a job. For Satish, it's not a job. It's our commitment.
Yeah.
And what I've learned, I've been doing this now for 40 years, is when you work from a place of love and service and a deep wanting of justice, that act itself recharges you.
Yes.
Yeah.
And one, you know, Satish is much older than me, but we're both old.
Yeah.
But we are not fatigued. We are not fatigued.
Yeah.
And we are not fatigued because we are not working from a petty ego. We are not working from a petty aim. We are not working for a short term. It's like the broadcast seed.
Yeah, absolutely.
The seed
Yeah.
will generously come up.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
The earth is much bigger than human beings. And yes, it is true, we must acknowledge that human beings have done a lot of damage to her processes. But the earth as a whole we can't damage. She has too much power to replenish. She can live without the human species. The human species cannot live without that particular niche the earth created for us, that temperature, that particular condition of the biosphere where we could get our food and all our needs. Now, some scientists have arrogantly said, because we are in an Anthropocene age, we can now master the earth even more, even though all the damage comes from this arrogance of being in mastery and control. Now they want to do geoengineering, create artificial volcanoes, genetic engineering, synthetic biology. But being Anthropocene age means even more than before, human beings must now serve the earth by being humble, by recognizing her processes and trying to live within her limits. So for me, Anthropocene is not about the new wave of conquest, which a lot of patriarchal minds and arrogant minds and hubris tries to go to. It is about a new humility. We have to move from hubris to humility. The earth will be fine. All the damage we've done to her climate, she will recover and find new species that will thrive without us. The earth will be fine at a higher temperature. We'll be knocked out. So we've got to be much more humble in terms of our relationship with the earth. And my simple vision is we've got to find what are the things we need to do to heal this earth, stop the violence, and allow human welfare to flow out of the earth's well-being.
Yeah. And also the vision for the earth, I agree everything what Vandana has said. our purpose is to find a way of living in harmony with the earth, not against nature, but in harmony with nature. All the processes and all the kind of process of the universe and the earth is there for us to live well. So harmony is a key word in our relationship with the earth. At the moment, we think that we can conquer nature, we can subjugate nature, we can control nature. And what I would like to say is that we change this mindset and we say we participate in the process of nature and live in harmony with nature rather than control and conquer nature.
So humility and harmony.
Yeah.
Humility, harmony, and with that, this very false idea that the earth creates scarcity and the earth gives abundance.
Yeah.
A seed that becomes millions of seeds and thousands of seeds is abundance. That is not the economy of scarcity. A seed that becomes terminated and is sterile, that is scarcity. But we've been made to think that if there isn't this control over the seed, there will be scarcity. And we have to be able to overcome these illusions that have shaped our minds so that a few interests can gain for the short term. Because as activists, very often we try and solve one little problem in a silo. We solve the problem of oceans, but we won't look at agriculture, even though the dead zones of the oceans are being created by fertilizer runoff. So we think in silos, we try to correct one little element. I think the new activism for the age of Earth resurgence requires seeing the interconnections, and out of those interconnections realizing that small steps can solve big problems. Small steps of creating a permaculture garden or farm is a big solution to hunger, big solution to climate, big solution to the food crisis.
Yeah, message to activists is that what is the right thing to do, we must do, irrespective of outcome. If we get too much obsessed with immediate outcome, we will be disappointed. So whatever is right action from our heart, from our imagination, what we need to do, we must do, and then world will take care of itself.
Thank you.